beautiful world of Jeffree Star. Now, my knowledge of Jeffree Star goes as far as the last set of documentaries Shane Dawson did on him. And, you know, I found myself watching 3 hours worth of videos about somebody I don't know or really care for, to be honest. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, he seems like a nice guy, albeit a bit eccentric, but that's fine. I just don't watch his videos. And yet I still ended up watching 3 hours worth of documentaries about him. The only other video I've seen of Jeffree Star is when he toured his wardrobe. I mean, I've seen house tours, I've seen room tours. I've not seen wardrobe tours before. Imagine that, touring your wardrobe. That's my wardrobe right there, sister, look. That's it. That's the wardrobe right there. Tour over. There's no secret door in here that I know of, anyway. That's it. That is the wardrobe. I mean, his wardrobe obviously opened up into Narnia, didn't it? I mean, once you got past the vault door, that is. He literally had a wardrobe that was bigger than my bedroom. Anyway, this set of documentaries will see Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star come together to help basically Shane launch his own makeup, which presumably will be released at the end of this series. I don't think it's been released at the moment, which I suppose makes this documentary a 3-hour long promo, basically bigging up the product. Give us an insight maybe into the financials behind it. I mean, this could either help sales or completely destroy them. I think it's going to help them substantially. So I'm going to watch it and basically cut out all the rubbish that you don't need to see and condense it into a much shorter space of time, so you don't have to waste 2 hours watching the first 2 parts. Thank me later. So we're 13 minutes in here, and Shane hasn't left the house yet. He's got changed. He's drove around his house in a golf buggy. I mean, to be fair, it does look good fun. Can't blame him. But do we really need to see you, I don't know, making the bed? Do we need to see that, do we? Because at the moment, it's 13 minutes of you pottering about. And as much as I like to see people potter about, I don't know if I can handle 13 minutes of it. I don't want to criticise too early, because I do genuinely like Shane and his documentaries, hence why I've watched many of them before. But can we sort of cut to the chase a little bit here, because it's going on a bit, to be honest.
People think, oh, Shane, we're sick of Shane acting poor and like acting poor around Jeffree. I am poor around Jeffree.
Now he's just complaining about not being as rich as some other YouTubers while sat in his £1 million house on a video with over 19 million views. Just for some context, my whole channel, 4.2 million views in 7 years. So, you know, be grateful. Come on.
Runs right up there, doesn't it?
Right, just to keep you up to date, we're 31 minutes in now. We've finally left the house. Good. Now we're on Jeffree's private jet, heading somewhere. I don't really know where. Wasn't listening.
We're landing in a minute.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah, we're starting to lower.
I'm a little bit concerned we're halfway through the first episode and we're still travelling places. I sort of hope we could get to the destination within the hour, ideally. I mean, it feels like we're watching it in real time at the moment, to be completely honest with you. It does. I feel like I could fly to America myself quicker at this rate. What happened to those sort of Casey Neistat montages of being on a plane? You'd see it take off on the runway and then land. Those flights would last about 20 seconds max. We're already about 10 minutes into this private jet flight. Just maybe cut it a bit more, do you know what I mean? Don't leave it all in.
Hello. Oh, hi.
They finally made it to the hotel. Only took them 37 minutes. And it turns out that Jeffree Star actually has Jesus working for him, which presumably makes Jeffree Star God. I mean, what does that make me? A peasant. Scum. Dirt. Muck.
We're also filming our second series, so if you don't want to be on camera today, wear a mask, bitch.
They finally made it to the mall after 44 minutes. But it seems like this episode's solely going to focus on Shane and Jeffree going to a shopping centre. Now that's good and all. Love that. You know, good to see them go there and, you know, look at makeup and say hi to people and stuff. Fantastic. Love that. But could we maybe cut it down to, I don't know, 30 minutes of that? Or 15 minutes maybe, if you're lucky. Not sure we need an hour episode of it. Maybe cut it down a little bit, yeah? I mean, that's just my opinion though. You don't have to listen to it, you know. At the end of the day, I've only got 22,000 subscribers, not 22 million. So that literally was episode 1 done. That's the hour of episode 1 done. To recap, made his bed, private jet, shopping centre. Now, I don't mean to make it sound like it was nothing, because that's still better than any day I've ever had. So, you know, bit annoying, but, you know, also trim it down a bit, mate. Trim it down. Hire an editor. Do you know what I mean? That's really rein that thing in. Because that could have been done in 15 minutes, let's be honest. It could have. That was just one day as well. That was 24 hours was that was filmed over. And they've got an hour's worth of footage from 24 hours. Presumably you slept 8 of them. So that's 9. So we only missed 15 hours of them being awake in this documentary. Episode 2, another hour for me to sit through, so you don't have to. Thank me in the comments if you want. Subscribe as well and hit the like button, please.
Andrew, if you see that building right there, that big one that has the door open. Oh yeah, just bought that.
Wait, so this is new too?
Yeah.
You got 2 new buildings?
Yes, bitches, I'm not slowing down.
So Jeffree has recently bought 2 big new buildings to add to his collection. I definitely need to start getting some makeup, don't I? That's clearly where the money is. I did float this idea not so long back, and I'm gonna, float it again because I do think it's a great idea for a palette, okay? Now, picture this. Sister Squadron, yeah? Army colours. We're talking camos, leafy colours, not the YouTuber. Dirt colours, in case you want to look all dirty. Which is sort of the opposite effect of what makeup's supposed to have. But I think there's a market for that. Anti-makeup, yeah? That's $1 billion idea right there, and that's yours. You can have that for free. Unless Jeffree wants to partner up and make billions with me. Up to him, if you're watching. Okay?
Welcome to Star Arcade. I just realized what I was looking at.
He's got an arcade in the studio. Just an arcade, behind some sliding doors, Just an arcade that's bigger than my bedroom, and every other room in the house.
Is it given that Shane?
I'm cold.
I'm always cold.
This is everything.
Whether you're into makeup or not, if we're talking purely about the content, there's a pretty strong argument to say that this is, so far has just sort of been like a 15-20 minute video stretched out to an hour. Which, maybe seems like I'm having a go a little bit. I'm genuinely not. I like Shane and Jeffree, they seem like decent guys, but there was a lot that they've kept in that they probably didn't need to. I mean, I personally record for an hour myself, and it comes down to like a 10-minute video. So, I don't choose to include the water breaks, or when I throw up violently watching a Morgs video, for example. I just think maybe they've stretched out a little bit too much so far. I'm hoping they'll fill out episode 2 a bit more as we go in, but certainly episode 1 was pretty bare.
How much did you personally, in your bank account, take home for, your biggest palette? So this is how much you took home?
Yeah, I probably shave $1 million off of that, but yeah.
So he's made a couple of quid from selling makeup. Good luck to him. Well done. Good attempt. I'm in the process of selling some of my old Lego from when I was a kid. Some old Star Wars Lego. And to be honest with you, I'm hoping to get about 60 quid for the lot, which I'm pretty happy with. But, 20 million isn't too bad as well, I suppose. This one's actually sold 5 quid, so bargain.
And then do you want to name an eyeshadow or lipstick after all your friends?
I mean, Trish is a huge thing for me. That's, one of my best friends. But
Whatever you do, please don't make a shade named after Trish. I mean, she'll end up making a video eating it or something. Or worse, making love to it. We don't need to see that. Alright? So, for everyone's benefit, please don't go there.
I'm gonna go pee.
Come on, 19.
We're over 36 minutes in at this point, and this episode is mainly centred around this meeting that they're having, talking profit margins, first ideas for products, and Shane urinating. I mean, a ridiculous amount. His kidneys are working overtime, and credit to them.
Sitting through a meeting like that is a one-time thing.
I can't take him seriously when he's got a rip in the groin region of his jeans. I mean, come on. When the pallet money starts coming in, Shane, please get a pair of jeans. I mean, he's a millionaire, and he doesn't have an undamaged pair of jeans. What's going on there, then? It looks like he's tried to hop a barbed wire fence and got stuck.
What do you guys like more? This one or that one?
This one.
Right? This is sickening.
Even as someone who couldn't care less about makeup, this is still an interesting insight into the process behind developing a new product for a makeup brand and things like that. I'm just not 100% sure we need the whole series on it. Do you know what I mean? An hour-long episode every few days. I'm not convinced yet, but it's probably going to get more interesting as we go along, and maybe there'll be more reason for it as we go along. But right now, it's an interesting concept, interesting idea, but then it ultimately just feels like it's going to be sold to at the end of the series, which obviously I'm not going to buy because You might be able to tell I don't wear makeup. But it is still interesting enough, so I'll keep watching. I'll give him a chance.
Oh my god, that's a sign. That's literally a sign.
Oh my, this is too weird.
What?
You read it out loud.
Trust is the union of intelligence and integrity.
Sounds like quite a generic phrase to me. Again, can we maybe cut the bit out where you find a tea bag on the floor in the car park? Do we need that bit in, is all I'm saying. You know, can we maybe just leave that bit out and sort of cut to the chase a little bit more, possibly? I've never gone around filming a bit of litter in a car park before. It's not really what I call content, but again, what would I know? I'm just a loser. So that pretty much concludes the first 2 hours of this series. Quick recap, golf cart, private jet, shopping mall, meetings, toilet break, palette names, picking a teabag off the floor. I can't wait for the rest of the series. I mean, we have started off well, haven't we? But in all seriousness, it will improve, it will get more interesting, it will get more meaty, because that was really sort of the criticism of the early Jake Paul videos, the series that he did before with Jake Paul. It seemed like it was a little bit bare to begin with, and then it did improve, to be fair to him. So if you want me to spend another few hours of my life watching these documentaries so you don't have to, let me know in the comment section below. Also, feel free to hit that like button, also that subscribe button if you haven't already as well. That'd be great if you could do that. Let's try and hit 22 million subscribers. Although maybe let's try and hit 25,000 first, shall we? Yeah? Also, feel free to hit the bell button. Go ahead and do that if you want. A new video once, maybe twice a week, and you'll get notified from that. So look forward to those notifications. And that is basically everything. You know, you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and then on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links in the description below. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and goodbye.